After 27 hours, we've reached single figures. 9 hours to go. Ryan Bridges 36-hour talkathon. Thanks to Novus Glass.
Donate now at magic.co.nz or text CHILD to 3457 to make an instant $3 donation.
Magic Talk.
It is 6 after 9. It's the 16th of July. Great to have 8 hours to go. Peter Williams is looking at that clock on my behalf. 8 hours to go before we can get out
and
of
53 minutes.
53. I'm not looking at the minutes. That's the new strategy. Until we get out of this glass box outside Sky City, which is where we're broadcasting from today. And we are all raising money for Child Cancer Foundation. And so far, I'm very pleased to say that we have raised $211,000 in the 24 whatever odd hours we've been on here. So thank you very much to everybody who is still donating. Please keep it up. You can do that by going to magic.co.nz and making a donation using your card. It's all very much appreciated, and 100% of the proceeds go directly to Child Cancer Foundation. All right. We were going to speak to Brad Olson from Infometrics, talk about the inflation rate.
Yeah, but that's coming up in 10, 15 minutes, whatever.
We can do that shortly, because right now, basketball player Steven Adams is one of our best exports. He was selected by the Oklahoma City Thunder in the 2013 NBA draft. He now plays for the New Orleans Pelicans in the NBA. Born in Rotorua, Adams got his break into basketball when he was just 13 years old, and I'm very thrilled to say that Steven Adams is joining us live from the United States. Steven, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How's life going over there, buddy?
Yeah, it's all good here, boy. Vaccines have been rolled out, so relatively normal from what it's been. But yeah, bro, I've just been with my agency working out every day on that life.
What does that involve? Walk us through your average day, because you're not in any form of lockdown anymore, aren't you? You're fully vaccinated, so you're just hitting the gym.
Yeah, so wake up, so I have 8 a.m. on the court, and then that goes for an hour. And then at 9, I'll be in the weight room. That's about an hour. And then at 10:30, back on the court. And then I'll get a break after that. So, and then my next shoot will be at about 6 o'clock at night. We go back onto the court. Yeah.
Big days. Do you miss home? Do you want to come home? You've been gone a long time now.
Hell yeah, I want to come home, bro. Wow. I miss home hard out. Shit, yeah. It's weird. This is my first, this is one of my my second summer, actually, being in the States fully without coming home. Yeah, man. Just something about home, mate.
So tell us about, before we talk about anything else, I want to talk about the Steven Adams High School Invitational Camp. It's coming up in Wellington. Tell us a bit more about it. And did you create this yourself? How did you get this off the ground?
No, I didn't create it myself. The boys, so our group Pathways, so we kind of put our heads together, and the idea sprung from what we were seeing at my normal camp. I'll call it my normal camps. I kind of did just camps around the New Zealand, and those were more fun. And that's, we had 500 odd kids, and it's just whoever shows up, right? Whoever purchases a ticket or whatever can come over and then we'll just have a good day. So we kind of just seeing that there was a lot of athletes that were high performing there. And so we thought that there might be a little bit of a space for it. So kind of put all our heads together, mate, and just kind of chuck this in, the high performance thing. And it's going really well. Really positive results. Not just locally, but in the States as well. They're getting a lot of exposure for the kids. Participating in the high performance camp, which is so good, bro. Honestly, it's so valuable.
It can't hurt them to have a mentor a New Zealand mentor like you to look up to.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot better ones than me.
Hey, I've got Peter Williams here with me as well, who of course knows a hell of a lot more about sport than I do. Peter might want to ask a few questions if that's right, Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen, I was just going to ask you. I was sitting in a pub yesterday afternoon watching Game 4 of the final series between the Bucks and the Suns, and the series tied 2-2, and it's now being described as a series for the ages. Looks really close. Have you got a pick from here on in this best of 7, with it being 2-2 at the moment?
I don't. I don't have a pick. I don't usually pick. Just because, bro, it's just one of those things, man. You just never know. You know what I mean? You never know. It's a good series, though, man. It's a good series.
It is a good series, yeah. A lot of interest in it here, and it's great that it is so even at the moment. And we look forward to Game 5 to see you can get the jump as we come towards the end of it. Yeah. Stephen, are you going to be following too much of what happens at the Olympic Games the next couple of weeks with Val?
No, 100%. I'm definitely following her. My other sister, Lisa, is also participating in the Paralympics, so I'll be watching them too very closely.
What about your start? You're starting your second season, aren't you, with the Pelicans? What's the biggest change for you moving to New Orleans? Is it a big lifestyle change, or is it much the same if you're just training all the time?
Yeah, it's the same stuff just down the road. You know what I mean? It's just, you're doing the same stuff. But it was a big change just because, Oklahoma City, they drafted me, right? So kind of called that place home for 7 years or whatever. So that was, I had my routine and whatnot, so yeah, it was a weird change. But again, that's kind of outside of the job, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
totally.
my biggest change.
So I'm just going to be straight up and say that I watch a lot of the Kardashians, and I know that's unhealthy for me, but they have an unhealthy obsession with basketball players. Do you ever get hit on by Kardashians?
No, I'm a bit low tier for that, mate.
Oh, really? I didn't realise.
Yeah. They're probably swinging up top, mate.
I thought you were cracking it. Well, have I been sold a lie here?
Yeah, you definitely
Stephen,
have, bro. You definitely have. I'm still hanging around the bloody pubs in Margaret.
Stephen, I take it that your absence from New Zealand this American summer is because of COVID and the fact that it would be difficult to get from the US to New Zealand. Do you have any idea when you might next be back in the country or not?
Well, if any of the rules change with quarantine and whatnot, with fully vaccinated, citizens or whatever, then I'll jump over. I'll try and jump over as soon as possible. It's just the 2 weeks, bro. In terms of training, it's just too much.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating, let alone the inconvenience of getting the space. Hey, Stephen, well, I know it's your off season, but you're working really hard. So great to talk to you. We've also had a couple of texts come in while we've been in conversation, Stephen. I don't know whether or not you know, but my colleague Ryan is a tall man, 6'4", but is also not unlike you in terms of his hairstyle. It was until about an hour or so ago, shoulder length, and he's got a long beard as well. And he's had some of that cut off to raise funds for the charity that we are raising funds for. So I take it that, he's lost a bit of his hirsuteness. It's been a decent 3 or 4 inches chopped off, but you'll still got the long flowing manes, haven't you? The long flowing locks, haven't you, Stephen?
Yeah, still there, mate. Still there. I don't plan on cutting it off anytime soon.
Yeah, I only did it for charity. Stephen, you are objectively far more attractive than I am, but I have actually signed a basketball at an airport before because these kids thought that I was you, so I just went along with it.
No, they didn't. Did they really?
They did. No, they did, yeah, because my hair is actually the same length as yours when it's out. And I am tall. Oh, well, I'm 6'4". I'm not as tall as you, I imagine you would be. I don't know how tall you are, but I know how tall the basketball players are that go out with the Kardashians, so I'm just making comparisons.
Amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen, thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it. And all the best with your off-season, all the best with your on-season, all the best with your life and your career, basically. You're a good bloke. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries. Thank you so much, and you guys are doing such a lovely thing, eh? Honestly, very proud of you guys. So thank you for this, eh?
Thanks. Cheers, Stephen. Thanks. That's Stephen Adams, who is the basketball player, a Kiwi basketball player, one of our best sporting exports, just gone 16 minutes after 9 here on Magic Talk. We'll be back in just a second.